Birthday Hawa, birthday Awashai, birthday Hawa, birthday Awashai, birthday Hawa, birthday Awashai. Call Halayim Wahawa Alahainawi How Bashim Yashai Vishim Kakodash. Halawaya Wayahawashai. Bless you, Nosai Hawa, bless you, Nosai, in the name of the only begotten Son, Yahawashai. In the name of the Holy Spirit. All praises and glory to our power, Yahweh Bashim Yashai Vishim Kakodash. Praise Yahweh and His Son Yahweh Shai, which I uttered in the Paleo Hebrew, the language that has been returned unto us Hebrew Israelites, that we can call upon our power with one consent. Yahweh is the true, almighty, powerful name of the Heavenly Father in the Hebrew, in the Lashwan Kodash, and His only begotten Son's name is Yahweh Shai. In the world, you can call us Jesus Christ, Bashim Kodash, in the name of the Holy Spirit. Alright, of course, giving double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, who well, peace and salutation to the election, the first fruits, the choicest parts. Some of the Ra'ashim, which are the prophets, the Nabiyayim, or the number of the 144,000. Alright, all men whom the Lord chose out of the 12 tribes of Israel to preach this word, and to be, of course, fathers, church fathers, forerunners, alright, chief examples, alright, to the flock. Alright, of course, we have a rest of a remnant, okay, a sha'ar, who the Lord is delivering as well, which are no prophets, pay great peace from a multitude, the rest of the 1/3, the Lord is going to have great mercy upon in these times. Alright, so I'm the brother Mafpa from the Great Millstone Plaintables, located here in the city of Philadelphia, that's coming with a wee lesson again. Alright, so you have it, Macron, which Macron, I believe, is the leader, I'm not sure if his title, if he was like a prime minister or a president of France, but we'll get into that. It says that showing the police your papers to visit a cafe is about freedom. Okay, so in these times, the various privileges that you were granted, okay, they're no rights, they're privileges. They granted you these things to be able to do. Here in this revival of the Roman Empire and such, the second beast, all right, or really what, the revival of the Roman Empire, fourth beast, you know, the deadly wound that was healed, all right. You have it that all of these different things that you were able to do prior, you know, freely, that you thought, they are now being all taken away from you and such. And you know, they're saying, hey, if you can do it, you know, you got to do it, but you have to have more proof for these things that you want to do. After a video emerged of the partisans having to show our parishans, let me see if I can pronounce this correctly, I'm not sure. Parishans, like Paris, people in Paris, right? Native inhabitants. Parishans having to show their actual Sharat passport papers. And you know, we've warned you about this. I've done countless videos about these various health passports, you know, with your various status of having a Sharat on actual app, okay, and proof. In order, you have to present in order to be able to navigate about, okay, into certain places of businesses, certain places indoors and such, which also, you know, this will go for places outdoors as well. Okay, it says that in order to sit outside a cafe, President Macron asserted that system protected people's freedoms. Yes, really. As we highlighted yesterday, footage showed the ununiformed, pardon me, French police patrolling cafes and restaurants demanding proof. Okay, so you already have it in these certain places, in Babylon, you have patrols, okay, of these as you see, police, those centurions, asking those that are just sitting, maybe enjoying a coffee and a cup of tea or something like that, tea and biscuits, and they're now being questioned on well, let me know if you have your status, because in certain places you can participate or do these things freely without having the sharat within you, okay, which is one of the new things that is part of this NWO. All right, so those who are unwilling to show papers, okay, face massive fines. All right, so you're gonna get charged, okay, while business owners could even go to prison if they refuse to enforce the system. So they're also leaving it in of course the hands of the businesses to enforce these things. But I mean, the business is there to make money. I know, of course, they have various health protocols they have to follow, but they're there to make profit. Okay, now if you have a business and you have many of your patrons, customers that have been faithful for years, they may have different beliefs. They may not have a sharat, all right, within them, all right, a dose within them. This may make them no longer do business with you no more. Okay, so that means you're losing business. Okay, just because you have to be obedient to this beast system. Okay, so going on, it says, however, and let me see, I'm gonna play this a little bit. You can check this out. People showing, you can see that they're maskless. Okay, I'm not sure of the policies in France. Maybe it's you don't have to wear a mask if you're eating, similar to here. Because remember, this stuff is becoming universal. Okay, that's what they want it to be. A global thing. Okay, globalist takeover. That's what we're going through, right? She shows of course her cell phone, which on her cell phone will have an app. The application would show how many dosages that she have within her. All right, and if he presents it as well, show it to, of course, the uniform police. He'll verify and move on. Okay, and you're seeing they're walking about within these cities and they're checking. So just make sure that you're aware that this is going to be a norm in all cities. All call Yar. That means Ayar means city in Hebrew, and call means all. Okay, so you want to just be freely and be a foodie and all they things and such, and live in pleasure. Just eating and being out and about in these cities, going to have to show proof. Okay, and just particularly just to make the point too, Philadelphia, the city which I'm in at this current time, they have reimposed new a mask mandate for in certain places, and also different policies and such concerning various municipal workers and such. Okay, so they presented that, I believe, yesterday, if I'm not mistaken. You have it. Let me see. I want to see if I got a good article. You have it that Philly mandates masks are the sharat proof for business. Okay, that's one. Just to show you. Okay. Effective midnight, businesses must require masks or confirm actual sharat status of employees and customers. Mask will be required. Let me go to the article real quick. All right, it says in the effort to quell the rising cases, so they all were talking about this new variant and such. Philadelphia officials announced the sweeping restrictions Wednesday, including a mandate. This order effective at midnight. Businesses to require either masks or confirm the statuses of all employees and customers. So, I mean, you're gonna have it. Most of these businesses are not going to comply. I can see a lot of places, maybe in the city, may try, but they're going to lose out money. They already take a big hit being closed for the most part, or operating at a limited capacity during this pandemic. All right. It says effective at noon Wednesday. Officials say they will be required at the city's cooling centers. All right. All non-seated outdoor events must have mask requirement in place under these new restrictions. And you also have effective on September the 1st, all new employees for the municipal city, right, must have the Sherrod. Current employees must have a Sherrod or must work in enclosed spaces with double masks. Okay. Now, you could check and read into this on your own. Things are changing very fast. Esau is really showing these various draconian measures. All right. So the state of Hawaii also, this is another thing. No mingling. Hawaii revives their restrictions over fear of Delta variant, which you have the different cases going up as what they are publishing. Okay, it's taking precautions now to avert the strain on their healthcare systems. Again, the same narrative again. All right. To that end, I'll be signing an executive order that will limit social gatherings effective immediately. Okay. So, again, you're going with this distancing, social distancing, different groups, people, you have max capacities, no mingling, masks must be worn at all times except when actively eating or drinking. And most of the times, people, they go in a place, as soon as they sit down, the mask goes off. All right, but we'll see what goes on. I want to go back to this, what Macron, Esau Edom the wicked, has said. So let's go on. However, let's see what it reads. It says, however, the new program may end up putting a lot of people out of business. See, exactly what I end up, saying and foreseeing. Given the multitude of images that show normal busy cafes and restaurants are all but empty. Ignoring the threat of legal actions, half of establishments canvassed by Reuters said they were refusing to enforce the checks. Exactly. So you have a big rebellion against the system. Businesses are, like, man, we're gonna do things how we want to do it. I mean, that's a reason to have a business. You can, have a certain brand, and within your business, you be able to control things privately. But now Esau is on a takeover to control all business. Okay, despite regulate everything. Despite the fact that the French having experienced such an intense paper please society since they got the and I said just leave it at Nas occupation, President Macron insisted that the Sherrod passports were about protecting people's freedoms. It's about citizenship. Freedom only exists if the freedom of everyone is protected. He says, adding, it's worth nothing if by exercising our freedom we contaminate our brother, neighbor, friend, or parents, or someone we have come across at an event. Then people become irresponsible. All right, so that's what he's saying. He also have said, however, Julian, or it said here, I'm going to read the rest of the article and then I'll read another quote. However, Julian Odul of Right Learning Rassemblement National slammed the French government, asserting the Constitutional Council has approved a two-tier society where there are two categories of citizens who don't have the same rights depending on their sharat status. And that's what, the Lord is bringing, division during this time. And he's using Esau, Edom, to implement a lot of this different division, because Esau is coming with his various policies, these laws, these mandates, okay, and it's bringing division and setting people apart, distinguishing themselves, okay. It's also bringing about confusion. Let me see. I always like this precept, perplexity. Let me get this in Luke, maybe the 21st chapter. So Luke 21 and 25, and there shall be signs in the Shamash, and the sun, and the moon, and the stars, and upon the earth distress of nations. Okay, with perplexity, and sea and waves roaring. Okay, and you have it, the stress of nations, and you have the perplexity, the bewilderment over it. All of these different ever-changing policies. Okay, ever-changing world. Okay, that we're in. Okay, that's bringing people to complete confusion, state of no knowing of their future. Okay, which the future is bleak. We're on the brink of Jacob's trouble. Okay. Let me see. I might queue up another precept as well. This is Isaiah 24 and 7. No, actually, I'll start at 25. It says, the earth is also defiled under the habits thereof, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinances, and broken the everlasting covenant. Straight, plain to the point. All right, this place is out of course. All right, it's not ruled by the law, statutes, commandments of the Lord. Yeah, it's through. Actually, I could even read above. The earth mourneth and fadeth away. Now, the fashion of this world passeth away, man. The world languishes and fadeth away. The haughty people of the earth do languish. Okay? Just going into the term for languish is a maul, which I mean go weak if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, a maul is weak, to droop. All right, a lot of people, you can see that on their countenance, which on a person's countenance shows a lot. The countenance should change, whether it be for the it's a token. All right, I'm gonna get the precept, slock it, and slock it. It says Ecclesiasticus chapter 37 and 17, the countenance is a sign of a changing heart, right? So you could tell by a person's punya, or face, of their heart, their mind, okay? Because it'll show, okay? Let's see if the next verse. It says, for matter of things appear, good and evil, life and death. Okay, so also just going to show you there's the balance even between the things that are appearance. The Lord, it's because he says it's written that a false balance is an abomination with the Lord. So you have your good and your evil, that appear, and of course all matter of things. Okay, life and death, but the tongue ruleth over them continually. Okay. Now going to the next one, this is Ecclesiastes chapter 13 and 26. A cheerful countenance is a token of the heart, is that the heart is in prosperity. Right? If you see somebody in a joyful face, have a joyful face, a smile, glee, you could tell that they're in prosperity, and blessed and such. And the finding out of a parables is a wearisome labor of the mind. Right? And you have many people, they don't even have the understanding of the scriptures. You know what I mean? But it's good that us, the apostles, and the elders of Great Millstone, the various prophets and teachers, we have the understanding. All right. It says a man may be known by his look, and one of understanding by his countenance when thou meetest him. Another thing, a person's face shows a lot. Okay. Now, going down, this is verse. I'm gonna go to 24:7. It says Isaiah, Yeshaya. It says the new wine mourneth, the vine languishes, all merry hearted do sigh. The mirth of tabret ceaseth, and this says the noise of them that rejoiceth endeth. The joy of the harp ceaseth. They shall not drink with a song. Strong drink shall be bitter to them that drink it. All right. So, we see, the mirth, the music, all facets of joy and pleasure is beginning to fade in these times. All right, and it's because Esau, Edom. All right, the true niggard. All right. Let me see if I can get another precept. Next precept should be, it might be in the same chapter, or no, it's in Isaiah, maybe 32. Isaiah chapter 32, and right there, 7. Let me see, read whatever Macron said as well. Now, it says, this is Macron Society, Edomite, all right, and one that we can condemn and reject. The principles of liberty and equity are sacred, he added. All right, leftist Jean Luc or Mélenchon agreed with O'Donnell, describing the system as absurd, unfair, authoritarianism. All right, having initially rolled out for anyone wishing to visit a bar, restaurant, cafe, cinema, or your movies, all right, or use of intercity trains, the Sharat passports will be extended on August the 30th to include anyone who works in a job that involves interaction with the public. So, look, they're requiring these in these cities, these passports to navigate about. Showing, be able to show proof that you have the Sharat, right? And they're, pretty much assuming that you have, that you are a spreader if you don't have it, even though it's, proven already that if just because you have the Sharat, it don't mean that you can't spread this actual disease. All right, you have it that loads of people at this time are actually spreading it. Okay. So in these new cases, there's efficacy rates and such with them, but like I said, don't show that it's gonna 100% stop you from spreading it. All right, that was, what they pushed really, just through the spirit, to get you to take it, for you those that are ignorant. But it says France is falling. Really, Esau, Edom, Babylon is falling. All right. America is falling, Esau's system is falling, and let's get going. So this is Isaiah chapter 32 and 5. All right, it says here, it speaks a lot, man. It says the heart also of the rash shall understand, or the heart of the rash shall understand knowledge, and the tongue of stammerers shall be ready to speak plainly. It says, the vile person shall be no more called liberal, nor the churl said to be bountiful. All right. It says, for the vile person will speak violently, and his heart will work iniquity, Esau, Edom, to practice hypocrisy. I mean, you have it. These officials don't even be wearing this their actual face coverings in all time. They got different rules for themselves. Okay, see, European Parliament, they got rules just particularly for them because they're the higher cabinet. Okay, they're aristocrats. Going on in utter error against the Lord Yahweh Bashem Shai, right? Because this puts you, what they do push, all right, is error against the Lord. They're actually trying to get you to do contrary from the law, statutes, commandments, us as Israelites, to make the empty soul of the hungry, empty the soul of the hungry, and he will cause the drink of the thirsty to fail. All right, so you can't trust, of course, in Esau, Edom. Okay, he's putting you in a destitute position. He's putting you in straits. It says the instruments of the churl are evil. Okay, he's wicked. All right, I always have to go into this word for churl. See, check something real quick. Free dictionary. Yeah, so a rude, they got misery, a miserable person. Let's see. Ill-bred person. A niggard, Esau. Alright, this is Esau, man, the wicked man. Alright. Yeah, a nav, as I always go into. Let's go back to that precept. And it says, he deviseth wicked devices, wicked plots to destroy the poor. Alright, you Israelites. Alright. With lying words, even when the needy speaketh right. But the liberal devises liberal things, and by liberal things shall he stand. Right. So I mean, we're in a time of overthrowing, cast out your houses, draconian measures. Revelations 12. All right, are actually the devil coming down with great wrath, and also Revelation 13, which speak about speaking as a dragon, with these draconian measures. So, just stay, of course, occupied within prophecy. All right, knowing that Yahushua is, at the door, he's about to be here. So shalom to the elect. Till next time.